there's been talk about the Super Falcons and if the gift was too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
Really?
You know.
I thought there was a period of time where they were saying, our athletes were not being
rewarded enough, right? I'm happy for them, and that one alone is good enough. While we're getting this set, that is good enough, One other thing I want to mention.
I have to say, I started trying to think about what they could do with that kind of funding, and togetherness, having a forward-thinking mindset is important. So, for instance, now, Mike, if they gave all of us on the Wake Up Nigeria team $100,000, right? As a team, we are a team, right? I'm trying to move it away from sports.
No, don't move it.
I'm trying to move it from
No,
sports.
don't move it. Don't move it.
As a team, what could we do together?
That's your own personal. I won't tell you what I would do.
Why not?
I won't.
You see, that's the mentality.
No, but I won't. But
That's
I won't.
the mentality.
But you see, the thing here is that, generally, let me say something here. Because when it comes to those ladies, they did very well. I want to, and it's good to reward some people when they do well, and that is commendable. So it's commendable to the president. People came up and said, "Oh, why did he mention the price in dollars? He should be since he has been pushing." Exactly. No, yeah, exactly. So it's all good, like you said, and these are women who have, in Africa, done better than the men.
Sure.
They have ruled, dominated the continent. This is the 10th title. 10th. And prior to this time, we'd hear things about people, gifts being, they said they'll give players or something gifts, and then what happens is that, after years, you don't hear anything.
Yeah, sure.
That might not be the case with this one, but I just want to say generally that for some people who have some kind of reservations, in quite a number of countries that are run well, and this is happening because with our sports, the people administering our sports are not running it well. If you were in some countries that were well run, some countries will tell you that, public funds cannot be used to gift in that way, and that's understandable. Sure. But that doesn't take away from the ladies. Kudos to the Falcons. They're super. You are super.
They are definitely super. They
Kudos
earned
to the
that
Super
title.
Falcons.
Super.
The contenders. So they were the best teams that could have taken the title. The best teams on the continent. You know what happens? At times in a cup competition, you don't get to meet all. Yeah. They beat. They met all of them, all other three, yes, all other three people that could have contended with them.
Sure.
They met them, beat them, and got to this point. And you understand? Zambia, South Africa, and Morocco, the three other best teams. They beat them. So, they just show that they are numero uno, the number one, and kudos to them.
Did you actually watch the match?
Oh, yes, of course I did. Of course I did.
So I didn't get to watch the match, but I was reading commentary, and I was like, they were 2 goals down. And then came back from there. You had given up hope? Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was because we're never considered in open play, and then we now concede 2 goals in open play.
Wow.
Do they understand? Do they have the comeback character?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that, and they did.
Yeah.
So I was.
Kudos to the team.
Ladies are something else, man. Beautiful. And at the same time, we're talking about some different people. There's the right back, Michelle Alozie, who is a scientist.
Okay.
She's she's studying now in Yale in the US. She is a part-time scientist, and she's also playing football. And she was talking about how she joined the roster of a national team, how we had issues with visa and players could not come, and so the coach went to the US and was looking for people who have Nigerian heritage
that could play. Interesting.
In the team.
Wow.
And that was how she was able. She said, so they called the roster, they called a number of people, and I'm like, okay, come for training. And okay, so come for training. And then she showed up for training. And she okay, you're on the team for tomorrow.
Wow. And that was how that happened. Okay. Right. So I wouldn't have known that story.
No, I didn't. You didn't watch it then? Okay, good. But then you've already started with your friend and all that, yeah? I know we definitely need women around our lives.
Since so we women like to talk about the money aspect of things. So I want to bring it back to that money.
Yes.
$100,000. I have to talk about that. If you had access to $100,000, right, and that these kind of things, it's seasonal. Money coming in like that is seasonal. What would you invest in?
My business.
Okay. Yes, what aspect of your business?
Of course, I would. Open a restaurant.
Okay.
5-star.
5-star.
Michelin. Yeah. So basically, to just be investing in business for me. Opening different branches everywhere.
If you were not cooking, what else would you have been doing if you were not cooking?
If I wasn't cooking. So I read economics and statistics.
Okay.
Yes. So I would still be doing business regardless of being a chef or not. Yeah. Yeah.
Beauty
Maybe,
brings some food.
In fact, in fact. So I was thinking about things that they could do as a team together. So for instance, now, if there is one person that is forward thinking enough to, to suggest stuff like that, what if all the team members came together, put down $10,000 to start something that will help future teams thrive? Invest in a project that could, feed people, just it's
giving
just,
back too.
Exactly, giving back, but then also future thinking. Because if you invest those funds in such a way that they keep feeding you over the next 10, 15 years, $100,000 is not small money.
Yeah, it's not.
But it's the kind of money that in Nigeria you can spend it with the snap of your fingers and it's gone. So if there are team members among them who are willing to come together and build something together such that as a team they keep making money from those funds, I think it would be really ideal for them.
Okay, something else that happened, and this is still about football. Okay, maybe you guys spoke about it yesterday or something, where Burna Boy went to serenade Sarina Wigman, who is the coach of the English national team, the English, 3 Lionesses. It was quite interesting. She's not even English.
Yeah, she's Dutch. Yeah.
Because if she was English, you know how much we have invaded the British music space, because we've invaded that much. But she's Dutch.
She's Dutch, yeah.
She's Dutch, and it was quite interesting that they said there's something. The last time they won, she didn't dance because she kind of feel she didn't feel this. She didn't like dance. But this time around, they told her that look, we're wanted you to dance, but we said let's make it special. We brought your favorite artist. And nobody told her. She just started moving.
The surprise, the shock on her face was like, it was so real. I was, we mentioned it yesterday, and it was like, okay, because I'm actually a Burna Boy fan. I don't really talk about this much. But the reason why is, and I said it yesterday, whenever he is on the microphone on stage, it sounds like he is in the studio. I don't know what it is about Burna Boy's performances, his stage presence. He just has a way of making sure that you feel like he's performing for you, not for himself. He actually gives his all. His
live performances. And you made mention something, and that's something I also want to mention is that, with all our artists and with what they're doing internationally, you can actually love their music, all of them. You might not love every single aspect of it. You might not love every single that they release. But you can see something with Davido, see something with Whiskey, see something with Burna, see something with Rema, see something with Olamide, see something with our Star, see something with Thames, see something with Tio Savage, Yemi Alade, and love different parts of them. And for all of them, there's at least 1 or 2 songs that I love from each of them. And that thing with the fan wars where you now decide, okay, because you have a favorite and every other thing from the other person, it's not that. And
but those
good
back and forths are actually what gives the industry that little
stripes.
zest, that little zest. Even from the days of East Coast, West Coast, we know, like, it's that battle between different artists, fan clubs. It's what makes the industry thrive, to me. Sometimes you could hear a song and forget about it and only remember it because it becomes controversial.
I would say yes, it is necessary, but it's not what makes it thrive.
The industry?
Yeah, it's not what makes it thrive. No, it's almost like saying it is part of the industry. When you say it's what makes it thrive, you are saying that without it, the industry will not be fair.
So there are some aspects of rap
but you understand what I'm saying?
Never have heard if they went back and forth. If someone didn't challenge the other person.
Yeah, but that's rap. Now we're talking Afro. Yeah, that's rap.
Afrobeats too.
No. It's not the same. There's a rap culture. It's not the same with Afrobeats. It's not the same. I'm saying that. I mean, even before now. Yesterday I was seeing a throwback of Plantation Boys.
Okay.
Face put up that throwback, and with Afrobeat as all has evolved from that time. It had that little that R&B feel when the original song. That time there was not so much beef and it was already moving. I'm just saying that as we move forward, it is necessary. Like I talk about, suppose creativity will not come back. But I would not say it is the reason. It's not around that. But then, as it were, it's just kudos to how far our music has gone.
True.
And how far our music is appreciated around the world.
Yeah.
I mean, so much so that you are in a particular country and then somebody, I mean, think about it. This was a country where some decades back, he was not allowed to enter. based on issues by himself or whatever
Very
he
true.
did. He was not allowed to enter. He
But
couldn't
now,
enter. But now
because
he's
of music.
celebrated there.
Sure.
You know, so
On some of the biggest stages
Kudos.
in the world. And some of our artists are doing amazing work on those stages. We had Thames performing at the FIFA Club World Cup final. We had Arya Star on stage with Coldplay just earlier this week. And even Messi was in the crowd. Who else was on stage recently? Davido performed. What was it?
No, he's on his tour. He's
on his tour.
He's on his tour, and he was just last in Canada. Spoke about it. So, well, kudos. They're all doing quite very well. All right. Again, that's what's up about. Dodo is getting ready. Chef Cassie is putting that down. But we'll take a short time out now. Stay with us. There's still more to come on the show.